You know, I hate to drop in here and take a big fat dump on your 4th of July festivities, although many of you don't even understand the context of what it is you're celebrating today on the 4th of July. Most of you, or many of you, probably just use these holidays as an excuse to get drunk and be lazy and act a fool. I feel sorry for you. But those of you who do know what this day is all about, I want to acknowledge reality. And I want to acknowledge the reality that the ideals of America and the ideals of freedom have been trampled on and are non-existent in our lives today. That we've been playing a freedom game, that we've bought into the message that's been sold to us since we were children. I want to remind you that a free people don't have to ask for permission or get a permit to do anything and everything that they want to do. A free people actually truly have ownership over their domain. A free people doesn't have to pay taxes and tolls on every dollar they make or spend in every aspect of their life. You know, it's about time we quit playing the game. It's about time we recognize reality. The ideals of America and freedom are great things, and they are worthy things to fight for. But we go all the way back to the beginning in 1776, and we think, what was really happening when we signed the Declaration of Independence? It's impossible to tell how much of what our founding fathers did and the action that they took in 1776 to break free from Great Britain, how much of their actions were rooted in the interests of the elite aristocrats, of which they were. And how much of the interests of our founding fathers were rooted in the interest of the actual people. Because a system has been created that's obviously led us to this point. I would go as far as to say the last free people on this great continent were the Native Americans. Now, I understand we have to have society and we have to have rules and, you know, we have to have community and all those things, but there's a better way than living under the thumb of other people. I want to remind you the reality of the fact that you own nothing. And the whole reason I'm reminding you of these things is not to divide. It's not to make you angry. It's so that we can acknowledge where we are, reality, so that we can come up with a way forward. And until we wake up and quit buying in to all the things that we've been told about our freedom, about our nation, until we acknowledge that reality, there will never be change. I'm about sick of it personally. And I hope to be a part of the change. As we move forward, I hope to see it change. I hope to see freedom be placed back into the hands of the people. If it ever was. It's interesting, all of our political leaders that are running for office or in office, it's interesting how few of them ever talk about limiting the scope of government and getting us, the people, out from under the thumb of the elite aristocrats who control every aspect of your life. Don't get mad. Just be real with yourself, man. That's the first step. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's what I got for you. Enough said.